As a young student, my parents sent me to a very large school in Thailand with a very good reputation. And here's a drawing I made of myself with high hopes of enjoying school. But I never liked going to school. It was a dreaded experience. There were times when I even faked sickness just to avoid attending. I can recall only one or two favorite subjects and plenty that I disliked. Learning mathematics was the worst. Several teachers kept telling me, you must understand math because it is used in everyday life. Have you been told the same? That's good. Okay. So, well, honestly, I could never imagine myself succeeding because I had a learning difficulty in math. During the class, I was very slow at figuring out answers, so I would raise my hand for help or to ask questions. But instead of getting any help, I was accused of challenging the teacher. So I felt lost. So there I was. I'd lost all interest in the subject. And every time I faced another problem, my brain would completely shut down. I could focus for only a short period of time, and then I got bored. I strongly believed that I had no ability to learn math. So I decided I would have to choose a career that didn't involve math. As a young boy, I didn't know of any other options because I attended this same school for 9 years. But somehow, though, I still produced good grades out of respect and, well, because I tried my best. So actually, nobody would have noticed that I didn't really understand, that I was in need of help, and that I didn't enjoy school. But guess what? I had an opportunity to study in a different place for my last 2 years of education. But this time, it was at a smaller school without any particular reputation. But it was here, for the first time, that I felt like going to school. Why? Well, because I enjoyed class immensely. I never knew school could be so enjoyable. So how did it work? Let me tell you. So the first thing a teacher does when he steps into a classroom is to introduce himself, and then he gets to know each and every student in the class. So for me, I felt a personal touch that showed care and attention for all of us. It was as if we were on the same boat making the journey together. And there was this mathematics teacher that I really liked. He's a guy in a TEDx t-shirt. And he was from Scotland and had this very heavy Scottish accent that I could barely understand him. But he was such a good teacher who taught with so much energy that I gradually understood more of what he was saying. On the topic of Pythagoras' theorem, he told us to go outside and we had to physically measure the lengths between flags, representing a triangle. And then we had to come back and then calculate the remaining length and prove the theorem. And I understood, and I finally reached what I call the aha moment in mathematics. There was another teacher called Mr. King who taught me graphics as part of an elective course I chose because I've always liked art. And I got a project to design a ski lodge, and we all had to do this technical drawings by hand. I had to rub out my mistakes and very slowly redraw it. It's not something you can rush through as hard as you may try. So I had to stay at school until 9 to 10 at night to finish my technical drawing homework because I didn't have the equipment at home. And that's when I realized that, hey, I'm actually capable of concentrating on a single piece of work for a long period of time without getting bored. And better still, I enjoyed it. So I designed this ski lodge I'm going to share with you. and it's here. Well, I'm really proud of it, even though it looks really crude and basic. It was a great achievement for me. Today, in fact, there is a growing trend for even very young students in Thailand to attend extra tutorials after school until nighttime. It's literally a full day's work for such students. But those long hours steal free time from a child's natural tendency to learn and explore through play. Just as in my early schooling, students nowadays still seem to be driven by test results as opposed to gaining knowledge, applying knowledge to gain understanding. But my vision of an effective education has changed because of my lucky experiences in a discussion-based classroom, where the teachers are always asking questions and open for feedback from the class. Students get to explore for themselves right and wrong answers and to exchange ideas rather than just listen and waiting to be delivered information. In an effective education or classroom, I felt supported by dedication and patience of a caring teacher to use whatever simplification was required to ensure students understood the lesson. And over time, I became more enthusiastic and wanted to participate in the class. As a Thai boy, I had been very shy and had a stumbling block to ask questions. But once my focus shifted onto understanding rather than just a single letter grade to show that I had passed yet another school year, I became a confident student. Another advantage is that students can benefit from a customized curriculum. They can elect subjects, and so you can choose to study art or science or both if you wish. And considering what career you want to pursue, there is a career counseling to guide you for the best elective subjects to prepare you for a wide range of professions. And this kind of school is truly a place to learn and explore. And it is here where I learned how to learn. And guess what? I am now a third-year architecture student at Chiang Mai University, and mathematics has been a big part of my success. And I want to show you now my latest design. And this young man is proud again. So how was I able to reverse my destiny? Well, because I've learned how to learn. And anything I need to know, like a calculus problem, for instance, I know how to find the answer through technology. And now I have the attention span to spend as long as it takes to learn whatever skills I need. I work very hard, and I still live at home. I look at my younger brother, who's still at school, and wonder, is he limited in his learning too? Does he really know how to learn? So I did some research into other schools and discovered that America has poured huge amounts of money into a school system that is still failing students, and many of them dropped out, as demonstrated in a film, Waiting for Superman. And even this title reflects the hope for a dedicated teacher in a quality school. So out of curiosity, I pursued the questions, are there any other schools where students get to learn how to learn? And this is what I found. Finland. In Finland, the teachers are valued with the same status as doctors and lawyers. It is one of the most respected jobs, so you need at least a master's degree. But more importantly, and this is really important, a teacher in Finland must have something we call in Thailand, จิตวิญญาณความเป็นครู which means a teacher with passion, one who is dedicated to help students learn. Students in Finland are valued as individuals. They receive minimum homework compared to neighboring countries. And guess what? There is only one final standardized test. And they are provided with facility and free time to pursue hobbies. But guess what else I discovered? Finland's students top the world in academic achievement by the end of school year with this unorthodox school system. And the gap between the lowest achievers and the highest achievers is the smallest in the world. I remember my ski lodge model, and I share it with you as a symbol representing the potential in every child, the aha moment that every child is capable of in their schooling, given a chance to learn how to learn and feel the joy of achieving something all by themselves. So, before I end my speech, here I stand in the TEDx classroom of the world. I raise my hand on behalf of my younger brother and all the other silent children in the world to ask, there is this school system that is proven to work best, and why is it not adopted in Thailand and everywhere else? Please help me understand, because I have the thirst for more. Thank you very much.